Hey guys, so today we're going to be doing my first real computer service that wasn't just like a friend or family. This is a Dimension something or other. I can't read that, it's scratched. Dimension something with a Pentium 4 and Windows XP Media Center Edition 2005. And where my hand is, there is an address of the person. And on the back we can see we've got a FireWire card, modem, video card, and a whole bunch of ports. So the client has said that there's pictures on the computer and the computer won't boot, and he wants to get the pictures back, hopefully. And in this box of stuff, it's a box of computer related stuff and a flash drive for putting said pictures on. So I guess we'll look at the inside of this and see how bad it looks. Go ahead and pop the cover here. And it's not that bad. Oh, geez. Not a whole lot of dust there. Video card, no dust. I mean, it all looks reasonably alright, so we'll go ahead and start digging deeper. So everything looks reasonably alright, and we'll go ahead and plug it in and see what it does. Well, I indeed plugged it in, and no flames yet, but what's interesting is it didn't power on at all, because normally it powers on for a split second, and depending on what's going on, it'll stay on and be broken, or it'll turn off. But no 6 foot flames, no anything. And the monitor light is either broken or the monitor's broken. It's a Dell E173FP, nothing fancy. Well, the computer turns on. I don't think I'm going to get anything out of this monitor though. That button does not feel good. Oh, there we go, loose cable. I think. Yeah, there we go. That hard drive does not sound healthy. And there's nothing on the screen of any use. Come on, focus, focus. Oh my god. There we go. So it's apparently doing something, but it's having a hell of a time doing it. I'll just let it sit for a while and see if anything interesting happens. Okay, so anyways, it showed the Windows XP startup screen and then it immediately died. And so I've confirmed that it is indeed a hard drive issue, as it's failing due to NTFS.sys, or at least portraying itself as a very good hard drive issue. And we got a CD drive with worn belts, par for the course. Oh, come on. I did not tell you to post. Yeah, we got a DVD RW, CD-RW, DVD-ROM. Anyways, I guess I'll try a Hiren's boot CD and see if we get anywhere with that. So I have my flash drive with Hiren's boot CD, and I hope it works. I can't remember if this is 32-bit or 64-bit, and the computer's most likely 32-bit. But we'll go ahead and look at the BIOS and see what's going on. F2. And like actually use the tripod here, because that's a thing. Let's see, Pentium 4, 3 gigahertz. I have 2 of those CPUs. And this is going to be a 32-bit CPU because it has 1 megabit cache. Let's see, 512 whole megabytes of DDR2. And it still has the date, or something reasonably close to it. Yes, correct date. And am I really out here at 10? No, it just hasn't accounted for daylight savings or lack thereof. And it's a little off, but that's par for the course. So, yeah, it's 160 gigabyte drive, and the doesn't have anything interesting to say about it. Video. I have no idea what video card this is in here. Let's see, might as well set it to performance. Suck any life out of that hard drive that we can get. Keyboard error. Memory size different. So probably tried and failed to upgrade the memory there in 2010. Let's see. Let's boot. Might as well turn that off, see if it does anything for us. Alright. Save and exit, and theoretically it should boot onto the flash drive, but I'll tell it to anyways. Okay, the memory's bad. I don't know if you saw that. I'm still going to try booting off of this. Hey, how about that? Okay, so Hiram's boot CD is unhappy with the amount of memory that this computer has. So I guess I'll just try like a lightweight Linux live CD. I know the memory's bad, so I may have to change that out to get anywhere, but we'll see. So anyways, I got my Q4OS live CD here, and some more memory if I decide that I need to use that. But we'll just see what this live CD does. I feel like that drive there is more to be trusted. Oh, no, don't do that. Don't eat it. Alright. Alright, stop trying to boot Windows. You're just gonna not work, so guess I need F12. Not available. Excuse me? What, are they disabled? It's there. It's enabled. Alright, so I'll try the drive that I didn't think was going to work, but alright. That always works. Well, almost always works, to just hit the top of the computer to open the CD drive when when the belts are worn. And yeah, I guess it just either will not boot from that drive or that drive does not work. We'll see how far we get before we get a kernel panic or something funky with a bad memory. Now, I'm not exactly surprised here, but it's broken. It's stuck loading the desktop. And it has some sort of error, which I haven't seen on any other computer. in this live CD. Although it still acts like it's trying to do something. So we'll give it a little more time. Oh joy, no taskbar, and I forgot to bring a mouse, so I'll just go ahead and have to see it. Well, I can steal a mouse from this computer since it's useless because my little Comfast wireless adapter thing over there decided that it wasn't going to function tonight. Anyways, I managed to steal the mouse and keyboard, and mouse is functioning. So if I click on, I did not click anything along the lines of run, but we'll go ahead and open this, and oh. Alright, so I'm going to shut it down and put some hopefully good memory in it, and we'll see if it decides to work then. I don't think that this is the problem here, but these memories don't appear to be matched densities. Although they both only are single-sided. But I'll go ahead and put one of these things in here. Hope it works. You know, this computer, like a Pentium 4 Dell, is like exactly what I expected the computer to be. Not like they're unreliable or anything, but because there's 8 million of them. Even to this day, there is still 8 million of them everywhere. I guess you could compare it to like a 1999 Chrysler Voyager or something. They're everywhere. You see them, but no one exactly wants them. It's not anyone's dream car, and they're a bit old. So anyway, got the memory changed, and I hope it's good memory. And we'll go ahead and power it on, and I'll just try booting from XP once more. Hey, look at that. It ejected all by itself like a good boy. And it's thinking about the memory longer before rejecting it. And it's not complaining about the memory, it's just noting that it changed. Good job, Dell. Well, not to anyone's surprise, it died with practically the same problem. So I'm thinking that if the BIOS is this drunk that it doesn't recognize that the computer's hard drive is not A-okay, I'm thinking maybe the partition is just corrupted or something, because that could happen. But I don't know. I think it's probably just dead. And anyways, we'll boot into the Q4OS live CD again, see if anything happens. Well, I figured I might be able to get some information on this computer on Dell's support website, but according to Dell, the computer doesn't exist. So we've got this drive here, and it can access it, so I guess that's not the worst sign in the world. And it actually looks like this may have a recovery partition. But let's try to figure out where this stuff is. Covering the name there, but I did indeed find in the documents and settings folder there is 3 profiles, so I'm going ahead and just copying all the data and not fishing around, because that wouldn't be a nice thing to do. Anyway, the hard drive is not completely dead, so I'm thinking the partition, at least from a bootable standpoint, is just corrupted beyond repair. But I could be wrong. But I'll thoroughly test the drive and try to factory reset it if I can, since this guy doesn't want the computer back. It just said 95 days remaining, but now it's apparently it's just so large that it doesn't care anymore. I hope it doesn't take 95 days. As we can see, we have a GPU of the Radeon X300 SE, which is probably a potato back in the day, and it's almost certainly a potato these days. And we can see that we do indeed have the Dell Restore partition, which is neat. And we also have the diagnostic partition. So that means that I could use the diagnostic partition to figure out what the heck's going on with this hard drive. So doing some digging, we see that it is PCI Express 16 link, we knew that. Capable of DirectX 9, core clock of 325 megahertz and RAM DAC of 400 megahertz. 128 megabytes of 64-bit DDR SDRAM. So it does sound like a bit of a potato. It says it's capable of running Windows Vista and is suitable for Windows Vista Home Basic, which I do believe does not have the Arrow theme, which leads me to believe that it is not capable of Arrow. No small amount of waiting later, and it's finished copying, so I'm going to go ahead and restart the computer, see if I can do anything with this recovery partition. Well, I chose boot to utility partition, and this just seems to be diagnostics, but we'll see. Yeah, just diagnostics. Yay, I did it. And a little known secret to get into here that might be well known, I don't know, but is Control and F11 at the BIOS, and then you just release them at the same time, and you should get into the recovery partition if you have one. And it's not responding to the mouse, so I'll just go ahead and highlight restore, which I've done, and press space, and we'll see if anything interesting happens. Well, it's working, so. Well, I think it's going good so far. The hard drive seems a bit less sad than it did before. Question is, will it stay that way? I don't know. Now what I'm wondering, is it true that it plays music here? So we're gonna find out right now. Yes! It plays music! Yes! Now that that music is over and we're done partying about the music, go ahead and finish setting this up. Not right now. Let's see, Dell MCE. That Dell PC with MCE. Oh joy! I get bloatware. Next step takes approximately 1 minute, during which time I don't remember this step from any other installation of Windows, but I have not done very many OEM ones. And the screen isn't blank, unless that's coming. Jeez, it's like 11 at night and I'm still in my barn. Well, there we have it. Anyways, I'll shut it down for now. So, thank you guys for watching. Have an excellent day, or night, or whatever, And if you have a comment, please feel free to leave one. Now I'm going to go to bed.